What are the signs of positive mental health? The sign that will show that you have positive mental health. Here is a review of some of these signs. Number 1, emotional stability. This refers to the ability to regulate one's emotion effectively, your ability to regulate your emotions, your feeling, your affect effectively. And number 2, ability to stay calm during pressure, during stress, during challenges. Your ability to remain calm no matter what the situation is. Number 3 is recovering quickly from setback. Being able to recover quickly from any setback, any problem that you have faced in life. How do you recover back to normal? Sign number 2 is positive relationships. Positive relationship has to do with ability to maintain healthy and supportive connections with others. You cannot live in isolation. You must be connected to other people. So your ability to maintain a healthy and supportive connection with others is an indication of good mental health. Also, showing sympathy, empathy, trust, and respect in your interaction with others. How do you show sympathy, empathy, trust, and respect when you are dealing or when you are interacting with other people? That's a good sign. Likewise, effectively solving a conflict. How do you solve conflict effectively when it arises? Conflicts are a normal part of life. You must meet them in one way or the other. Then how do you resolve them effectively is a good sign of mental health. Then number 3 of these categories is adaptability and resilience. Adaptability and resilience is talking about the ability to adjust life changes and also cope with challenges. When life change, your ability to cope with the changes, as well when you face challenges, your ability to deal with the challenges effectively. Also, bouncing back from adversity or difficult situations. When things are difficult, when things are adverse, when things are not going normal, then thereafter, how do you bounce back to normal life? It's a good sign of mental health. Then some problem with solution focused mindset. When you have problems, when you have challenges, face them with a mind of solution focus, meaning focusing on the solution, not always on increasing or looking at the adversity or looking at the intensity of the problem. No, try focusing, looking for solutions. That will shorten the problem. But when you are always focusing on the problem themselves, the problems will always increase. Then number 4 is self-awareness. Self-awareness is talking about recognizing and understanding your own ability, your own emotions, your own behavior and thoughts. How able are you to identify your own emotions, whether you have a good temperament or bad, whether you are a peppery tempered person or you are a calm individual, whether you can tolerate some things or you cannot tolerate them. You need to understand that. Your behavior, how do you behave in different situations? You need to understand yourself in this aspect, as well as your thoughts, because thought is a very significant aspect of our life. How do you think positively? How do you identify that your thinking is now moving towards negative? Then likewise, accepting strengths and weaknesses without excessive self-criticism. How do you accept your own strengths, your own weakness, without criticizing yourself too much? Because too much self-criticism is decreasing your esteem, is decreasing, making you value yourself less than how you are. Then also being aware of triggers and managing them effectively. What are things that trigger you, either to behave abnormally or that trigger you to set you up? Then you also need to be managing them constructively. Number 5 is sense of purpose. Sense of purpose is talking about your ability to feel motivated and also have clear sense of direction in life. You need to have intrinsic and extrinsic motivation. Motivate yourself and have sense of direction. Know where you are going, know your target, and also be able to set effective and realistic goals toward achieving this target. Then also pursuing meaningful goals and activities. That is when you have goals, when you have activities, make sure they are meaningful and also pursue them effectively. Still on that is finding satisfaction in personal and professional endeavors. In your personal endeavors, in your professional endeavors, try to be satisfied, because self-satisfaction is very effective means of motivating your own self to do better. Number 6 of these categories is effective communication. Effective communication shows that one is having sound mental health or not. When you are able to clearly express your thoughts and feelings, express them clearly. Let people understand it. Whether they accept it or they reject it, doesn't matter. But being able to express yourself and your thought clearly is very important. Then also listening actively to others. You can't be a good, you can't have good communication skills, and you cannot have positive mental health unless you are a good listener. When others are talking, listen. And listen with the mind of, or with the intention of understanding, so that later on your mind can discriminate what to accept and what to reject. Then also asking for help and support when needed. Ask for help and also support when there is need for that. Number 7 is healthy self-esteem. Healthy self-esteem has to do with having positive self-image and confidence in your own ability. Have your own positive self-image and also confidence in the ability. Know what you can do and what you cannot do, and also have confidence in your own self. Likewise, setting realistic expectations of oneself. You need to set realistic expectations. Not expectations that you know you cannot achieve them. There are things you know they are beyond you, your boundaries, beyond your capacities. Don't go there. Look for what you can do and also work towards doing it effectively. And valuing personal worth without comparison with others. Accept who you are, value your own worth, and also enjoy being who you are. Always trying to improve, not comparing yourself with others. Once you start comparing yourself with others, maybe with your colleagues, with those above you, with those below you, you stop comparing yourself with others. Look at your value and accept your value how you are. Then also, number 8 is ability to manage stress. Very, very important. How do we manage our stresses? One need to be using healthy coping mechanism to handle stress. When things go wrong, use healthy mechanisms in handling stress, such as exercise and mindfulness. Not going for smoking, drug abuse, on all those sort of behaviors that have detrimental effect on our health. Then also balancing work, relationship, and leisure effectively. You need to balance your work, your relationship, and your leisure time effectively. Create balance: work, leisure, relationship. Then also knowing when to rest and recharge. At the time you work, you do things. You need to know the time you need to go and rest and recharge yourself. That is, have a rest so that all the system can now restore back to normal functioning before you come back to the field and continue with what you are doing. Number 9, balanced lifestyle. One need to have a balanced lifestyle in which you need to maintain good work-life balance. Between your work and your life, you need to maintain a good balance. Prioritizing physical health through proper nutrition, sleep, and exercise. You need to prioritize your physical health by proper nutrition. Eat well. Yes, no matter how the situation is, try and eat. Then sleep. Don't allow anything to stop you from sleeping, no matter how it is. When it is time for you to sleep, please switch everything off. Sleep, have a rest, let your brain rest. Otherwise, if the problems are too much, stop. Exercise also, you need to go on regular exercise so as to improve your physical health, because physical health and mental health are bound together. They are going together. Then also allocating time for hobbies and relaxation. You need to allocate time that you need to go for hobbies, what you like, what your mind like for relaxations. And also ensure that you are not stressing yourself too much. Number 10 is openness to growth. Openness to growth means that one should have willingness to learn from experience and improve oneself. You need to always learn from your own experience and also from people who are experienced in the matter of your engagement, so that you can learn from them. Then as well, accepting constructive feedback without defensiveness. When someone criticizes you, when someone gives you a feedback that maybe you are not comfortable with, accept it. In as much as there is something that is positive inside, accept it, then look at it, analyze it, and improve yourself, not necessarily defending yourself, because you cannot. By any means, you cannot satisfy everyone. Then being curious and open to new ideas or perspectives. Always need to be curious. Your mind needs to be open. You need to always be accepting new inventions, new things, new technologies, new changes in life. Whatever is coming, if it is positive, have an open mind to accept it. Lastly, avoid risky behaviors, drug abuse, prostitutions, robbery, and the likes. All these are very, very detrimental to mental health. Evaluate yourself out of what we have said. What percentage do you think you have?